The happiest men and women are those who are indifferent to money because they have some positive purpose which shuts it out. Yet all our political thought continues to occupy itself almost exclusively with men's economic desires as though they alone had real importance. The mania for increasing production has blinded us to genuine needs. A shift to a new economic system addressing real human needs and promoting a more balanced life is crucial for a sustainable and fulfilling future. The chief test of an economic system is whether it leaves men's instinctive growth unimpeded, offering not only security but, more importantly, the source of hope, opportunity. The chief defect of the present capitalistic system is that work done for wages seldom affords any outlet for the creative impulse. The process becomes divided into separate purposes, denying satisfaction to those who do the work. The whole wage-earning system is an abomination, not only because of the social injustice which it causes and perpetuates, but also because it separates the man who does the work from the purpose for which the work is done. Education as a political weapon could not exist if we respected the rights of children. It should enable them to choose intelligently, think independently, not merely align with predetermined ideologies. Where authority is unavoidable, what is needed is reverence. The educator, filled with the spirit of reverence, equips and strengthens the child for the ends its own spirit seeks, respecting its individuality and preserving the principle of liberty. Almost all education has a political motive, aiming to strengthen groups in competition. It neglects fostering inward growth, often leaving individuals devoid of impulse, possessing only mechanical aptitudes instead of living thought. Every state distorts history to foster national pride, encourage strife, and maintain bigoted nationalism. Unbiased, neutral textbooks produced by an international commission are essential for promoting good relations between states. Educational institutions, driven by notions of good form, perpetuate societal norms, hinder intellectual growth, and stifle the diverse creativity necessary for progress. Education should nurture independence, justice, reverence, and constructive doubt, fostering a love for mental adventure and growth, not merely a means of acquiring power over the pupil. Spontaneous and disinterested desire for knowledge is not at all uncommon in the young, and might be easily aroused in many in whom it remains latent. But it is remorselessly checked by teachers who think only of examinations, diplomas, and degrees. Hope, not fear, is the creative principle in human affairs. All that has made man great has sprung from the attempt to secure what is good, not from the struggle to avert what was thought evil. To address the declining birth rates in Western civilization, a fundamental shift in economic incentives is imperative. State support for children's expenses, accessible to all, is key to fostering a society that values family planning as a matter of public interest. Marriage laws focused on child-related concerns should transcend outdated morality. Removing discouragement for women to have children, allowing flexible unions, and state support can prevent waste and unhappiness. Love is essential to marriage, but the best unions have a purpose beyond love, extending into the future. A purpose that, linked with love, gives depth and seriousness, making life worth preserving and achieving ultimate satisfaction. The law's constraints on love, children, and shared life are outdated. A new system respecting liberty and evolving relationships is crucial. Parenthood should serve the community without undue penalties, fostering genuine happiness and organic bonds. Instinct, mind, and spirit are each a help to the others when their development is free and unvitiated, but when corruption comes into any one of the three, not only does that one fail, but the others also become poisoned. The life of instinct is important not only on its own account or because of the direct usefulness of the actions which it inspires, but also because, if it is unsatisfactory, The individual life becomes detached and separated from the general life of man. The instinct of patriotism in its intense form was the first instinct that bridged the gulf, making men feel a profound unity with others, uninfected by thought, not paralyzed by doubt. The sense of unity it brought is vital for harmony between instinct and spirit. The love of husband and wife, unchecked by spirit, is too narrow to withstand satire. As instinct yields to thought, the old simplicity fades, but it's through the pain of change that a new life, enriched by spirit, emerges. The man with the life of the spirit sees in all human beings something deserving of love, a mysterious appeal. Spirit transforms instinctive love, reinforcing spiritual insight, allowing universal love to blossom. The growth and vitality of individuals and communities are to be promoted as far as possible. The growth of one individual or one community is to be as little as possible at the expense of another. The principle of growth in a man is not crushed necessarily by preventing him from doing some definite thing, but it is often crushed by persuading him to do something else. The achievement of this or that special desire is not what is essential. What is essential is the direction, the kind of effectiveness which is sought. The supreme principle, both in politics and in private life, should be to promote all that is creative and so to diminish the impulses and desires that center around possession. The wish to plunder others is recognized, in theory, to be bad, but the fear of being plundered is little better. Yet these two motives between them dominate 9/10 of politics and private life. Impulse tends to die when it is constantly held in check, and if it does not die, it is apt to work underground and issue in some form much worse than that in which it has been checked. Only a life which springs out of dominant impulses directed to objective ends can be a satisfactory whole or be intimately united with the lives of others. Life devoted only to life is animal without any real human value, incapable of preserving men permanently from weariness and the feeling that all is vanity.